jailer, pursuing him across Azeroth and Outland until she defeated him at the Black Temple. But the hunt had changed her. Unable to rejoin Night Elf society, Maiev reunited with her fellow Wardens to continue her eternal watch. Fortunately for her, the Nexus has no shortage of dangerous menaces in need of imprisonment or execution.
Let the hunt begin.
Maiev is a melee assassin who excels at expertly dodging her enemies' attacks while preventing their escape. Maiev's trait, Vault of the Wardens, allows her to vault into the air, becoming temporarily immune to damage and unable to be hit by area of effect attacks. With the right timing, she can bait her enemies into wasting powerful abilities. Fan of Knives is Maiev's first offensive ability. She throws out several knives in a crescent pattern, hitting all enemies in the targeted area. If she hits at least 2 enemy heroes, the ability's cooldown is drastically reduced, allowing her to make short work of clustered enemies. Maiev's second ability is Umbral Bind. When activated, Maiev's next basic attack becomes a large cleave. All enemy heroes hit by the attack are tethered to Maiev for a few seconds. If a tethered hero strays too far, they are instantly pulled towards her. Umbral Bind can prevent enemies from escaping or pull them into a deadly situation. Spirit of Vengeance doubles as an attack and a movement ability. Maiev sends out a shadow of herself in the target direction, damaging all enemies it hits. Upon reaching its destination, the shadow pauses for a moment, then travels back to the point where the ability was cast. While the shadow is active, this ability changes to Blink, which Maiev can activate to teleport to her shadow's current location, giving her an effective tool for engaging and escaping. Maiev's first heroic ability is Containment Disc. Maiev throws a glaive in the target direction, hitting the first enemy hero in its path. For a short time afterward, Maiev can reactivate this ability to temporarily place the enemy hero in time stop and remove their vision. Taking out a critical member of the enemy team at the right time can turn the tide of battle. Warden's Cage offers Maiev an additional way to rein in several enemies at once. When activated, a ring of Warden avatars surrounds her location. Once they activate, they push any enemy heroes who get too close to them to the center of the ring. Each avatar created by Warden's Cage disappears once it comes in contact with an enemy hero, creating a gap in the ring and an avenue of escape for the enemy team. Creative use of Warden's Cage can greatly restrict the enemy team's movement and force encounters that they would rather avoid. Maiev is at her most effective when the enemy team is clumped together. Watch for moments when you can capitalize on your enemy's positioning and use her trait to dodge their counterattacks. Maiev is particularly strong against high mobility heroes like Genji. Team up with heroes who have area-based CC like Malfurion and ETC to take full advantage of Maiev's strengths. When playing against Maiev, wait until she uses Vault of the Wardens to unleash your heavy-hitting attacks. Remember to keep your distance from your teammates to prevent her from tethering you all together and punishing you with Fan of Knives. Heroes who can evade incoming attacks or become unstoppable, such as Sylvanas with her Haunting Wave, can ignore the effects of Maiev's Umbral Bind and cause her to waste it. If you get tethered to Maiev, stay within range of her to avoid being pulled. At level 1, the Naisha's Memento talent causes Maiev's basic attacks to bounce to nearby enemies when activated. Naisha's Memento has no cooldown, but can only be recharged by hitting multiple enemy heroes with Fan of Knives. At level 20, Maiev can choose one of 3 Shadow Orb talents that also give her new activatable abilities. Vengeance resets the cooldown on Spirit of Vengeance. Huntress increases Maiev's attack and movement speeds, and Shadow Strike reduces an enemy hero's movement speed and armor. Like Naisha's Memento, these abilities also have no cooldown and are recharged by meeting specific requirements. Maiev is an unrelenting avatar of vengeance and a hunter who always catches her prey. prevent your enemies from escaping, and bring them to justice. Make sure to leave us a comment or subscribe to Heroes of the Storm around the web, and we'll see you in the Nexus.
This isn't over.
Ever since he was a child, Miles Lewis was drawn to the flame. Later in life, he had the opportunity to join Raynor's Raiders and fight for the future of the Terran Dominion. He hesitated, but when he learned he could become a fire bat, that sealed the deal. Miles quickly earned himself the nickname Blaze due to his zeal for lighting it up. Now he brings the heat to the Nexus in his own signature style. Blaze is a ranged tank who specializes in initiating fights and dealing area damage by spreading his flames. Blaze's trait, Pyromania, allows him to gain armor and deal periodic damage to enemies for a few seconds. Flame Stream is Blaze's first ability. He will fire 2 streams in the target direction, damaging anything in their path. If Blaze hits an enemy hero with Flame Stream, his cooldown for Pyromania will be reduced. Oil Spill dispenses a slick of oil in the target direction, reducing enemy movement speed for its duration. If Blaze uses Flame Stream on the oil spill, the oil will begin to burn, damaging enemies in the area and healing Blaze if he's standing in the fire. Oil Spill stores up to 2 charges. With his jet propulsion ability, after a short delay, Blaze charges right into the middle of the action, dealing damage to the first enemy hero he hits while stunning them, along with nearby enemy heroes. Bunker Drop is Blaze's first heroic ability. In true Terran fashion, he calls down a defensive bunker to protect his allies. Blaze and his teammates can take cover in it for a short time. While inside, they're able to fire flamethrowers and burn down the opposition. After they exit the bunker, Blaze and his allies will briefly have increased armor. Blaze's next heroic ability is Combustion. After channeling it, Blaze creates a massive explosion that deals periodic damage and slows his enemy's movement speed. The duration of this effect will increase based on how long Blaze channeled it. While channeling, his movement speed is cut in half, so keep that in mind.
Let's do this.
Blaze loves setting his enemies on fire, and he's really good at it. Each of his individual flame streams contributes to the cooldown reduction on Pyromania. Be sure both streams are hitting an enemy hero to maximize your results. You can also set your oil slicks on fire to heal Blaze when he's standing in the flames. That's right, this is one time you should stand in the fire. Blaze has strengths all around. He excels at peeling enemy heroes away from his team and initiating fights. He can even clear waves easily, so it's safe to leave him in a lane by himself. Blaze can effectively combo abilities by opening with Oil Spill to slow enemies, using Jet Propulsion to engage, and Flame Stream to torch them. To make the most of Oil Spills, chain them together and light them all with only one Flame Stream. Talents can also reduce the cooldown on Oil Spill, so the Inferno keeps going. Bunker Drop will clear any debuffs on allies when they enter the bunker, an especially strong counter to heroes with damage over time spells. When the bunker's duration is over, allies can choose the direction they exit from to confuse enemies. Blaze's Tier 1 Stim Pack talents allow you to choose from different enhancement effects, including speed, damage absorption, mana regeneration, and cooldown recharge. Blaze has a few other notable talents, including his Incinerator Gauntlets, which cause basic attacks to set oil spills on fire. His Fuel Leak changes jet propulsion to leave a trail of oil for maximum destruction opportunities. And lastly, Juggernaut Plating grants spell armor and shield on explosion.
Sizzling.
Blaze is suited up and ready to fry his enemies. With him on the battlefield, things have never been hotter. Make sure to subscribe to Heroes of the Storm around the web for the latest information, and we'll see you in the Nexus.
Barbecue time!
The eldest heir to the Shimada clan's criminal empire, Hanzo abandoned his birthright after nearly killing his younger brother Genji, and set off on a journey to perfect his skills in battle and put the ghosts of his past to rest. That journey has now brought him into the Nexus, the ultimate training ground. With his unwavering focus and combat mastery, Hanzo seeks to prove that he is a warrior without peer.
My aim is true.
Hanzo is a ranged assassin who whittles down his enemies from afar. Hanzo's trait, natural agility, allows him to leap over unpathable terrain for a quick escape or a sudden ambush. Hanzo can only use this ability if he's in range of terrain he can jump over. Stormbow is Hanzo's primary offensive ability. Upon activation, he draws back his bow as a targeting marker extends from his position. Hanzo can decide when to release the arrow and launch it in the target direction. The longer the shot is charged, the farther it travels. Hanzo can hold Stormbow indefinitely, and he can continue to move while the ability is charging. Hanzo's next ability, Scatter Arrow, works similarly to how it does in Overwatch. Hanzo quickly fires an arrow that ricochets off unpathable terrain and structures, splitting into several projectiles. Scatter Arrow's targeting marker shows the projectile's path before they are fired. Sonic Arrow provides Hanzo with additional vision. He fires an arrow at the target location that reveals a large area around it for a short window of time. If the arrow lands directly on an enemy hero, the area around them is revealed even if they're on the move. Hanzo's first heroic ability is Dragon Strike. After a short delay, Hanzo launches his signature twisting dragons in the targeted direction, damaging all enemies caught in their path. Dragon's Arrow is a heroic ability that trades some damage for incredible combo potential. Hanzo fires an arrow with unlimited range in the target direction. The arrow explodes upon hitting an enemy hero, damaging and stunning all nearby enemies. The amount of damage and the duration of the stun increase with the distance the arrow travels before it explodes.
The dragon hungers.
Hanzo is all about deadly accuracy and using the environment to his advantage. He can see the outlines of all unpathable terrain so that you can aim Scatter Arrow and Natural Agility more effectively. Scatter Arrow deals a huge damage spike if all of its projectiles hit a single hero, and is especially deadly in cramped spaces on the battleground. Setting up and executing powerful combos is also key to playing Hanzo. Dragon Strike is a deadly finishing move on an immobilized enemy team, whereas Dragon's Arrow can set up combos for your teammates. Hanzo pairs well with heroes who can capitalize on the opportunities he creates, and with heroes who can CC enemies. When playing against Hanzo, dive at him while he's out in the open so that he can't use natural agility to escape. Hanzo has 3 questing talents at level 1. Target Practice increases Stormbow's range and damage after you hit each enemy hero with Stormbow multiple times. Simple Geometry rewards you for hitting enemy heroes with multiple Scatter Arrow projectiles, causing Scatter Arrow to split into additional arrows after it hits terrain. Redemption is a stacking talent that tracks how many times Hanzo hits the same hero repeatedly with basic attacks, greatly increasing his attack speed when it's maxed out. Keep in mind that Hanzo always loses Redemption when he dies. You can earn it back after respawning.
Hanzo, at your service.
Hanzo is a master assassin whose arrows always find their mark. Take aim and show your opponents just how outmatched they are.
There is nowhere to hide.
Make sure to leave us a comment or subscribe to Heroes of the Storm around the web, and we'll see you in the Nexus.
Simple geometry.
The aftermath of the Omnic Crisis affected the entire world, perhaps nowhere more drastically than in the Australian outback. Due to an attack on the Omnium's fusion core, the area was transformed into an irradiated wasteland. Survivors, like Jameson Fox, were greatly affected by the resulting radiation. Post an eviction from Junkertown and a subsequent international crime spree, the explosive-obsessed Junkrat has found himself in the Nexus. And wherever Junkrat goes, Havoc and Bedlam can't be far behind. Junkrat is a ranged assassin who displaces and roots enemies while dealing a ton of explosive damage. Junkrat's trait is Total Mayhem. Just like in Overwatch, when Junkrat is killed, he drops a series of grenades which explode and deal damage to any enemy caught in the area. His first basic ability, Frag Launcher, launches a grenade that bounces in the same direction until it ricochets off terrain or hits its target and explodes. When cast, a circle around Junkrat shows the target area where he'll fire the initial shot, and the line indicator shows the direction and distance his grenades will bounce. Frag grenades deal half damage to structures and have 4 charges that replenish all at once. Junkrat's W ability places a concussion mine at a target location. Once placed, his D key becomes the activatable ability, Detonate Mine, which triggers his mine to deal damage and knock back enemies nearby. Concussion Mine has no time limit and lasts until he chooses to trigger it or place a new mine. As you would expect, Junkrat takes no damage from being knocked away by his own mines, allowing him to make a stylish getaway. With his next ability, Steel Trap, Junkrat tosses out a giant metal-toothed trap. Once armed, it injures and roots the first enemy that strays too close. Junkrat can only have one active trap, and recasting destroys the old one.
Fire in the hole!
Riptire is Junkrat's first heroic ability.
Hello, HOTS fans. I am sorry to say we do not have a match tonight. Out of Pocket was not able to get 5 people in time to show up, so they have forfeited the match. And I guess Wait Till 10 gets the automatic win. Sad to say, I was looking forward to it since it was a long weekend. Well, let's look at the brackets. Wait Till 10 gets 4 more points, ties him up with CCS. But CCS hasn't played this week yet. So technically CCS can jump up again. And Out of Pocket will stay down here without winning any more points. So I'm sad to say we do not have a game tonight. But I will give them their points. There we go. So that is the current standing for now. I'm sorry about that. Anyways, I don't have a next match scheduled. I'll have to look at the calendar. But I'll try to get another one this week since I didn't get one, a real one, this week. Anyways, thank you for coming by. I will see you in the Nexus.
Yeah, listen up. I got a story to tell about this guy named Keldor. You know him well. He's a caster on Twitch. Plays a game of Hots when he shouts 5-man team wipe. It's time to get hyped. Keldor on the mic, gonna cast tonight. Heroes of the storm, we're ready to fight. With the baseball biz pumping and the rhythm so tight. Everyone get ready, 'cause we're playing all
You are absolutely dead. Oh, maybe not. Oh, the wall. Dead Bambi, dead Bambi. Everyone's dancing. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was beautiful. But this is too fun. It's a 5-man team wipe. I want to see that again.